I've been really enjoying you on the Trixie and Katya show featuring Bob.
Yeah, yeah, it's literally the Trixie and Katya show featuring Bob the Drag Queen.
Yeah. Well, now that's a very strange gig to walk into.
Well, okay, so what happened was I was in LA working on another project, and then as we all know, Katya took a hiatus from drag.
She did.
So in the middle of her hiatus was while I happened to be in town, they needed someone to fill in.
Yeah.
So they called me, and I came over, and we did 5 episodes of the show.
And how long do you 5 episodes take of that
That
show?
was 4 days.
4 days,
It took 4 days to shoot 5 episodes.
Wow.
And we shot 3 back-to-back, and then I came back about, how long, Braden? How many? A month later, and then I did pickups for everything.
You guys have really good chemistry. I very much enjoyed watching it.
I really love her. Trixie is probably one of my best friends from Drag Race. I knew her before Drag Race through my old New York City drag queen friend, Honey LeBronx, who's from Wisconsin.
Okay.
And she would go back to Wisconsin and then do shows, and then she met this girl named Trixie who had heard of me, and then Trixie wrote me. I have like an old Facebook message, Trixie being like, "You're really cool. Like, I just think you're sickening." Like before either of us were on Drag Race, and I was like, "You're cool too, kid." Walk. And then she came to New York City for the season 7 premiere, and I let her hang out. We hung out together. I let her get her stuff was mailed to my apartment. Some roller skates that she ordered.
Lord.
And then I took them down to her place, and then we just started hanging out. And every time she comes to New York City, she stays at my place.
That's the drag stars, the slumber party that all the drag fans would be dreaming of.
Up in Washington Heights, of all places, honey. Naomi stays at my place. Layla McQueen stays at my place. Trixie stays at my place. And everyone think they'd be in Hell's Kitchen? No, I'm staying. All the queens are in Washington Heights, darling.
Get it, darling.
Yes,
walk to the subway, sweetie.
Ow.
How long do you have to prep for those with the topics for Trixie and Katya show?
Oh, you get them when you get there.
So you're really just like chatting it up.
Off the top of your head.
And how long do you film for each one? Like about a day?
No, each one is, you do probably 2.5 in a day. And then you go back and do other stuff to fill in what you didn't do. So in 3 days, we pretty much did all 5 episodes. Then I came back a month later just to do pickups for each and every episode.
Okay.
So like a rapid change in and out of each outfit, which is why in one episode, Trixie's wig just completely changed. It's like, at one point she has this like big cloud afro, and the very next shot she has like curls and waves. And I was like, bitch.
The children are gagging.
Exactly.
Over, she can't do any wrong for those kids. They're like, oh my God, when mom's wig changed, oh my God, she's perfect.
Honey, some queens can do anything, and folks are like, you slay. Trixie lip sync on All Stars 3, her final lip sync. She was wearing a Mylar dress with a cowboy boots that were spray painted yellow, and they were like, you changed drag. But she did change drag, but she really is fierce.
She really did. I mean, well, we'll talk about All Stars later because I want to get every last opinion you have on everything, sweetie. What do you think about Katya's break from drag? And honestly, have you ever felt like you needed to do that?
I have felt that way before. I really have. And, this is sort of my break. I mean, I've done drag since February 1st. I think I've done drag maybe 3 times. The whole I've done drag 3 times.
So that's quite a small number for what you're used to.
Yeah, I mean, once a month that's crazy. That's like, who does drag once a month anymore? You know what I mean? So that actually, it does feel kind of good, and you have to schedule some time for you to breathe.
Yes.
That is important. Your mental health is very, very important.
Yeah, because you can't continue to produce or be the person that all these rabid fans are wanting if you are drawn out, wasted, hate talking to people, feeling bad. I guess being sober really helps because there's no
I don't touch
hangover.
I never touch the hooch.
Never touch the hooch.
I never smoke the wacky tobacco. I do a little bit of crack once in a while.
Just for a little zing.
Like a little pick me up.
Woo! Let's dive right into season 10 of Pop. Honey, it's a New York Queen extravaganza.
Bitch, 5 of the queens are from New York City.
Yes.
5 of them.
That is like a team sport now.
I used to do a show in New York City called Look Queen.
Yep.
Every queen who's been on Drag Race since me has either performed at Look Queen, worked at Look Queen, or won our Look Queen pageant.
Lady Rad, I just booked you a gig over at Look Queen because we need to get you on Drag Race if that's what it takes.
Dusty Ray Bottoms won Look Queen. Aquaria won Look Queen. Peppermint used to host Look Queen. Monet worked at Look Queen. Miss Cracker worked at Look Queen. All of them. Alexis Michelle won Look Queen.
Honey.
Every New York City queen since I was on the show, 9 and on, have all Sasha Velour won Look Queen.
Wow.
There's a video online of her crying when she won.
Honey.
Yep.
All right, well, make sure you follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Kristen Mingle, Snapchat, and all the other things that T.S. Madison says whenever she appears anywhere. Grubhub, blackpeoplemeet.com, right, Lady Red?
Yes, and Flowers Daily.
We'll be back with more with Bob the Drag Queen right after this. Flowers Daily.
Hey Qween.
Hey, we are back with Bob the Drag Queen. Okay, so your drag daughter made it on the show.
Miss Cracker is my drag daughter. I love that little Jew so much. Those are her own words. She's the Jewish princess of Harlem, and I love her. She is just, honestly, Miss Cracker is probably one of the funniest people I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Wow.
And you know, the Drag Race fandom is they're very funny. They look at pictures and they love people right away. Especially white blonde people, right away.
Yes, they do. They get a real slide in there.
Which, if you look at most of the really popular RuPaul's Drag Race queens, not most, but like white and blonde, like Alaska, Katya, Trixie, Pearl. If you're white and exclusively blonde and skinny, they're like, you're everything. Now, bear in mind, I love Miss Cracker for a completely other different reason. She's literally probably one of the smartest and funniest people I have ever met in my life. She is truly insane. The day I decided she was hilarious was we were sitting in the bar, and then my friend walked in, and he had this like a cocktail on his head, and he was wearing this like big dashiki, and he just walked through the middle of her performance, and without missing a beat, she said, "Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kente." That was the moment I was like, bitch, your brain is up, and I love it.
How and when did your mother-daughter relationship begin with Miss Cracker?
You want the real tea?
I want the real tea.
This is the real tea. This is the real tea.
Okay.
I was walking down the street, and I found this bookcase in my old neighborhood at 106 in Amsterdam. I saw this bookcase. I was like, let me move this bookcase. So I started moving the bookcase, but it started falling apart as I was like walking with it. But I was like, I'm gonna get this bookcase home. And this tiny little guy walked up and goes, "You want some help?" And I said, "Sure." So he helped me carry this briefcase, this bookcase upstairs. It is falling apart as we're carrying it. Like it is not holding up well. We finally get the bookcase into my apartment, and then we. And then we were in my apartment, and he was like, "What's with all these wigs?" And I was like, "I'm a drag queen. I do these protests in Times Square. I do these protests in Times Square every Saturday. You should come down, fight for your rights." And he was like, yeah. So he kept hooking up a couple more times, texting about the protest. And then I was like, "You said you're going to come. Are you coming or not?" And then one day he said, "I don't have any makeup. I don't have a wig. I don't have anything. How would I be able to do it?" And I said, "If you really want to fight for your rights and you want to join us, come over. I have everything you need." So he came to my apartment, and I put him in a wedding dress, a big wedding dress I got from the thrift store.
Wow.
I poorly styled his wig, poorly did his makeup. Then we went to Times Square and we protested for gay rights. And then after that, Cracker started joining me every Saturday. We did it every Saturday from noon to 4 until there was marriage equality in New York City.
Wow.
So if you type in drag queen weddings for equality, you'll see me and Miss Cracker.
I've seen that picture where you're marrying her and some other queen.
Yeah,
that was
that
her
other
first
queen
time up in drag at Times Square.
The other queen, his name was Frosty Flakes.
Frosty Flakes. Coming to season 11.
Yes.
Of RuPaul's Drag Race. That's good.
And then I also love Monet Exchange. My very close drag sister.
Yeah.
We have a podcast called Sibling Rivalry.
That's good. When is that starting now?
Yeah, we have 2 episodes out.
That is fun.
Yeah. So
what do you guys talk about?
Well, our first episode is about celebrity etiquette, which a conversation you had about on this couch before, and what celebrities should do. We asked for pictures, and this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And then we did one about open relationships.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah. So it's
very burning topics.
Yes.
Topics of the youth of the current moment, sweetie.
And even though me and Monet are like really good friends, she's one of my best friends in the whole world. We agree on almost nothing. Like almost nothing. And we argue, and she's like my little kid sister, who's a little bit bigger than me. That I love to pick on, and we just have a really great rapport.
What do you think? I mean, how do you think these 2 are going to fare in the season?
Honestly, I can't see them not doing well. Like either one of them could win. They are that good. Monet and Cracker are 2 of the top queens in New York City.
Yeah.
Since I've taken a break. You're
Thank
welcome,
you for that,
girls. But honestly, like if you go see their shows live, you will see, and you know this, my New York City queens.
Oh yeah.
Shut it down.
100%.
It is the training ground for drag.
Yeah, because you can't, all those things when those girls are working, you can't let anything slow you down, any heckler bother you, someone pulling a knife on you in the subway, you still got to get to that gig.
I mean, working in New York City, I have performed, there have been times where I've performed, there are more people working in the bar than there are watching the show.
Right.
And the two people who are here are on ecstasy and making out the whole goddamn time. And I mean, like, that's how New York City is. And I have to take the train to the gig. I have dodged beer bottles on stage. On stage, you're like, ooh, girl, I'm okay, hit with a beer bottle. Anyway, DJ, hit it.
Hit it!